guys, what's up? Today's video, I'm just going to kind of sit here, do a really chill chit chat video. I'm going to be talking to you guys about my kind of view on cosmetology school, or just things that I personally wish I knew before I went to cosmetology school. I want to give you guys some more like background information so that way you guys can get a better idea whether you think cosmetology is right for you. Just because I know some people feel like misled or just like very kind of like drawn back as soon as they get to cosmetology school. They're like, what did I just get myself into? So I want to kind of answer those questions for you guys and just give you guys a better idea, more of an understanding. So if you guys are interested on kind of learning more about cosmetology school and those types of things, then you guys can just go ahead and keep on watching. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Enjoy my YouTube family, and let's just go ahead and start talking. Whew, there's fuzzies everywhere. Woo! Let's just go ahead and start talking about cosmetology school. So I have all the things written down on my phone just because it's just a lot of random notes because I feel like I have a lot of things I need to answer and I don't want to get off track. So I want to go ahead and say that I did go to the Veda Institute in Charlotte, North Carolina, in case you guys are wondering. It was a one-year program. I got my 1,500 hours in that 1 year, and my hours there were from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and then 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. I went Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm just giving you guys that little basic information in case you guys are curious. And so I just want to go ahead and say, when I first got to cosmetology school, I was so excited to make so many friends, and I was like, oh my gosh, everybody loves the same stuff. Everybody's in the same industry to just build each other up and be creative and all this stuff. And honestly, there will be a lot of drama. A lot of drama. I mean, honestly, you can't stick more than like 10 girls in a room and expect them all to get along perfectly and to like each other. And even boys and girls, like the most drama that I had in my class was with a boy. So it can go either way. You can have drama with boys, you can have drama with girls, but either way, I promise you, you probably will run into some drama, if not see some drama. So I think you guys definitely need to expect that there will be drama. It is going to be, you know, very, very competitive. I will get into that later, but it is going to be very competitive, so that's going to cause a lot of drama for a lot of people in my class of a lot of different cultures, a lot of different backgrounds, you know, females, males, all of that. And so there was a lot of different age groups as well. There were mothers in the class, you know, there were 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds, you know, 19-year-olds, whatever it was, there was a different range. So you're not going to get just a set amount of like 20-year-olds or 30-year-olds or 40-year-olds. Like there was like a 45-year-old in my class, and that was completely normal. In other classes, there were 40-year-olds as well. That's completely normal. It's really never too late to figure out what you're going to do in life, and some people figure it out way later and they want to go and follow their dreams, and more power to them, because that's amazing as a mother to just get up and just go chase your dreams even after you've kind of figured out your other career. I know some girl in my class was, I think she did something with medical, and then she was like, you know, that's really not for me. She was a mother, she's a, you know, all of that. And then she went to cosmetology school and she's like, this is my dream, this is all I've ever wanted to do. So good for her, that was awesome. So first things first, you will run into some drama. There are plenty of different kinds of people. There are different racial backgrounds, there's boys, there's girls, there's different age groups. I mean, everything you could possibly think of. It's just kind of like a whirlpool of people. So when you throw a bunch of different people in the room together, especially women, you're going to get drama. And I'm sorry to say that it is not a drama-free section. I ran into quite a few drama, quite a lot of drama, and it was surprisingly with the boy in my class. So you can run into drama with the girl or with the boy, it doesn't matter. You know, sometimes you're just going to run into those kind of people. It can be because of competition, because of jealousy, and you guys will see it is very competitive when you get to cosmetology school. It's not going to be easy. It is extremely competitive. Everybody wants to have, you know, the most followers, the most clients, the most money, the most, I mean, everything. A lot of people are going to try and figure out what you're kind of doing to get ahead. You know, just figure out your different techniques and everything so they can use it on their clients, on all that type of stuff. So just be careful and watch your back when you're in there. I'm not trying to scare you guys by telling you guys these things. I just want to go ahead and be super, super honest, because I did not know any of these things when I went to cosmetology school. So when I went in, I was like, whoa, I'm done. I hate this place. I'm done. Get me out of here. So I wanted to let you guys know, you know, about these things. Next thing, like I said, there is going to be a lot of competition and jealousy, so just expect that. Not everything you do is going to please other people. A lot of people are going to say that their work is better than yours, and that's fine. you just take that and you leave it and it doesn't matter. You know, you work on yourself. It kind of ties in with you're there to further yourself and your career, not to make friends. If you're there making friends, that's great. You know, I have made a couple best friends from there, and I really only speak to one of them from cosmetology school. I love her to death. She's one of my best friends, and I absolutely am so blessed that I met her in cosmetology school, but you definitely have to kind of separate the fact that you're there to make yourself into the person that you want to be for the future. You're paying a lot of money to be there. I don't care how much money you're paying money in general to be at school, to get an education and get your license, so you can do what you want to do in the future and have that job. You know, your friends aren't paying your tuition. Your friends aren't going to be the ones that get you jobs in the future. So just make sure, you know, you're sticking to yourself, you're, you know, furthering your career, you're really just focusing on what the right path is for you. And the next topic kind of goes hand in hand with what we just talked about. Basically just hustle hard, because doing the bare minimum isn't going to get you anywhere. I know on Fridays and Saturdays, the days that I was there, it was extremely busy, but a lot of people didn't want to take clients, so they'd kind of take longer lunches, or they kind of, you know, wait in the bathroom to see if they could move a client to someone else, or, you know, they just said they weren't feeling good if they could move that haircut over, or, you know, just what they could barely do to get by throughout the day. They would get the grade for being there, but they wouldn't really do anything. Whereas I was booked, I mean, back to back to back to back. There were many times that I did not get lunches. I would say like 2 out of 3 days I was there, I would not get a lunch. Constantly busting my ass to get as many clients as I could and take as many clients as I could. And sometimes I really didn't have a choice, because if you have a request, you can't move a request. So a lot of the times when I was running over, I ran over into my lunch and I didn't have time to eat. So like I said, just hustle hard to get those clients, because those clients are going to pay you. It's not really going to do anything for you if you're just sitting in the break room, if you're just eating, talking amongst your friends. You're not going to get that experience that you need. At the end of the day, it's really just all about the clients and how many clients you have, how much money you're making, how many clients you're bringing in. That being said, I want to say a little something about clients is you will not please everybody. I promise. It's nothing against you. You know, it's just there's some people that are never going to be happy. There are some people that are very difficult. There's some people whose hair is very difficult and you don't, you know, you're not experienced enough to know how to cut it or how to color it or what to do with it. If you just look at something, you're like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what to do. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. There were many, many times where I looked at a client and I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. I went and got my teacher and I made it all better and it was fine and I learned from that, and that's exactly what you're doing as a student. I feel like sometimes the clients there forget that students are working on their head and they're kind of like a guinea pig. I get that they're still paying, but they're definitely signing a contract that says like we are not liable for that, so it protects us as students. I'm not a student anymore, I'm a professional, but at the time when I was a student it did protect us, which was great. But you just have to remember you're not going to please everybody. Don't let it get you down. That's where if there's a client who doesn't like their hair, I just get very discouraged and I kind of just want to give up, and I'm like, why did I ever do this? You know, why is this my career? I'm obviously not good at it, whatever it may be. And that's not true at all. You just have to kind of say, you know what, that's okay. I'm sorry that you don't like your hair. You know, I'd love to fix it for you, whatever we can do to make it better. And if they're still not happy, that's okay. That is perfectly fine. They will find another hairstylist. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of your career. It's okay. Nobody's perfect. So I just want to go ahead and let you guys know that, because a lot of people get so discouraged and, you know, it's just, oh God, Siri's talking to me. But it's okay. I just want to let you guys know it's going to be okay. I promise. People have asked me throughout the years, did I learn how to do makeup in cosmetology school? Like the makeup that I know now, did I learn that in school? Was it a course? Whatever it may be. My cosmetology school, we only had like I think like a week course of makeup, and we were so behind. We had to catch up that they were like, we're not gonna learn the makeup. So personally, I didn't learn anything about makeup in cosmetology school, but that was just my class. You know, other classes may have learned. I just know personally Aveda didn't really like focus on makeup. So a lot of people go into cosmetology school thinking like, I'm gonna be a makeup artist, and that's great. But I definitely think you need to go more towards like a makeup academy or something that specializes in makeup, because when you go for a tour, At least I know when I did, I said, am I going to learn about makeup? I love makeup. I want to be a makeup artist. That's what I want to do. They're like, oh yeah, you're going to learn makeup. Like there's a you know, long course on makeup. There's a big section you're going to learn about. But Aveda is very natural. First off, products aren't really full coverage and they're not really like this kind of makeup. Even if we did learn about it, I don't think it would have been the right type of makeup that I wanted to learn. But I just know cosmetology school in general, you don't really learn makeup. I know a lot of the girls who have learned makeup has either just been like self-taught from YouTube, which is how I learned. They went to a makeup academy like in New York or California or just other places, or even in other countries. I know someone right now who's in another country studying like FX makeup and all that type of stuff for like movies and commercials and all that good stuff. So, you know, there's a bunch of different academies that I think specialize more in makeup that you'd be better off paying for, because cosmetology school at the end of the day I think kind of trains people more to be hairstylists. I'm just being, you know, dead honest. There's a lot of teachers that are going to sit here and be like, no, we teach makeup, but no. I promise you guys, like, they don't teach makeup at all. So that is one thing that I was like super disappointed about when I went to cosmetology school. Like, I did not learn about any makeup and I was really upset about that, but luckily, you know, I kind of built a career around it because I'm self-taught and I've just watched like 8,000 million YouTube videos and now I just know how to do my shit. So that's about it. So with that being said about the things that you learn in cosmetology school, you are going to learn a lot more when you leave cosmetology school, whether it's from shadowing other people, going into other salons, taking extra classes, going on YouTube. I mean, there's so many different things, hair shows, all that good stuff. Majority of the things that I learned in cosmetology school are just kind of like basics, and then once I got more into actually doing hair, I kind of just learned my own niche of things. Like I think a partial foil, they taught me to only use like 15 foils, and I probably use like 50 foils for the top half of people's head. Hey, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. No, you're still gonna bark? Okay. Basically what I was trying to say is you are not limited to the education that you learn in school or the education that you have in school. You will learn plenty of other things outside of school, so just know that that is not going to be all that you learn. Tank, quit barking. I'm sorry if you hear him. Another thing I wanted to touch on, it is never too early to start building your brand. The reason that I have as many clients as I do is because I started Instagram when I was just starting in school. I would post all sorts of pictures of my work nonstop. I would have tons and tons of models, a bunch of people to practice on. So it is never ever too early to start, you know, working on your own brand. As much as possible, even if you just started in cosmetology school, you know, let the world know that you just started, let the world know that you are eager to work on people's heads and eager to take new clients and all of that good stuff. So just know it's never too early. What's really important is just separating your business from your friends. A lot of people think just because they're your friends means that you have to give them a free haircut. Birdus over here. Anyways, they think just because they are your friends that they deserve a free haircut, they deserve some free highlights, they deserve some free color. I get that. And I know a lot of you will feel obligated to give them those things for free or give them a discount price, but I promise you will regret it later on. I know some friends, I give them, you know, probably like 30% off, but a lot of them have ended up telling other friends, and so those friends expect that discount, and then other friends expect that discount, and it's just a lot of money and time that you're missing out on. And so in the end, it ends up just being a whole big mess because you don't want to go back and tell them, hey, sorry, I can't give you this at a discount price anymore. And sometimes it'll just make things a lot more complicated between your friendships. Sometimes it can even end friendships. So just make sure that if you're going to give people discounts, tell them not to tell anybody. Tell them, you know, just because I'm in school, I'm giving you a discount. You know, don't guarantee that you're always going to give them a discount. Family can be another thing. If you want to give like your mom a discount or your sister a discount, that's fine. That's cool, whatever. You do whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, a lot of people are going to ask. I know some people from high school that I haven't talked to in years ask me all the time, like, is there any like discounts that you offer? I'm like, why? No. Not at all. I mean, there's just a lot of people from like years before that you will see come out of the woodworks, and they're like, so what kind of discount do you offer for people they haven't spoke to in 5 years? None. I think the last tip that I have for you guys is it's not going to be easy. This Cosmetology school is not easy. It's not an easy way out. It's not the most simple school you could ever ask for. A lot of people think that just because they don't want to go to college for 4 years, they're like, oh, whatever, I'll just go to cosmetology school. Like, they just think it's like an extra thing, but like, it's really, really hard for me. I've had a passion with hair and makeup for years and years before cosmetology school. And even when I was going through cosmetology school, I was like, please get me out of here. Like, I am so miserable. So you just have to make sure it is your passion, like your life. You are ready to make it into your life, into your career. You're ready to give it all. And if you're not going to do that, then don't go to cosmetology school. There's so many people that have such a passion for it and can't afford it. And then there's people out there who can't afford it and they have mommy and daddy pay for it, and they don't even give it their all. They're like, whatever. Like, there was probably 30 people in my class. You know, by the second phase, there was probably 25. By graduation, there was probably 20, if not like 18. And out of those, I would say probably 4 or 5 are actually still doing hair. So that says a lot about, you know, the ratio between people who actually want it and love it, rather than people who just think it's an easy way out and an easy way to just say like, oh yeah, I did it, here's my license. Or like, oh yeah, I went to school, but I'm not doing shit with it. So, you know, just make sure that it's going to be your passion. It is something that you're ready for and something to just really create and just do for the rest of your life. So with all of that being said, I'm very sorry if you guys think that this is a very negative video. It is not a negative video at all. I know there's a lot of like bad things in here, but I'm telling you guys these things to educate you further on the things that people don't tell you when they've gone to cosmetology school, or they teach at cosmetology school, or take you on tours at cosmetology school. You know, whatever it may be, people are just trying to convince you to go, but you don't know what's going to happen once you're there. So I want to prepare you guys, and this may not be the same for every cosmetology school. It's just for my personal experience. This is what I wish I knew before, and you know, just some kind of pointers. So, you know, with all of that being said, I hope that you guys learned a little something. I hope this gave you guys a little more insight on cosmetology school. And if there's any other questions you guys have, you know, feel free to comment those down below and I will answer you guys. Just because I know this is very, very important. You know, this is some people's careers that we're talking about, my career that we're talking about. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, like I said, leave them down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.